Darvish returns to Chicago as the Padres at even money head to Wrigley Field to take on the Cubs at -120 to open up a series. The total is sitting at 7.5, juice to the under. The wind is blowing in slightly at Wrigley. I'm Eric Ploy from the Gold Sheet, and I have a play for you guys on the Cubs-Padres game. Quick reminder, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Best way to help us grow and continue to give you guys good content. And wt.buzz/TGS for all of the Gold Sheets premium picks and plays, and wt.buzz/GSL for the free daily MLB stat sheet, pitcher hitter information, your fee and nervy statistics, and free plays, all for free. Let's get into this best bet for this one. Darvish on the road in Chicago, where the Cubs are 12-4 at home this season. And Darvish, 37 years old, coming off his best start of the year, went 5 innings, allowed just 3 hits. And looking at some of Darvish's numbers, so his counting stats are relatively solid, 3.45 ERA. FIP and XFIP, 3.47 and 4.07 respectively. So they're in line with his ERA, meaning that his advanced metrics are kind of telling the same tale that his general statistics are telling. And he's been actually doing well against both sides of the plate, but the advanced metrics, the FIP and XFIP, both almost at 5 against right-handed batters, so something to note against the Chicago Cubs lineup. Now, if it makes sense, because you look at Darvish's splits, he's been striking out a ton more lefties, but something that's really worthwhile to note is that Darvish does not allow a ton of home runs, but some of his advanced metrics are not great. He allows a lot of hard hit contact, he is not striking out batters, and he has a high average exit velocity off the bat. So those are some things to note about Padres starter Darvish. And you got Justin Steele going for the Cubs. Justin Steele, one of the best stories of last year, got hurt in his first outing against the Rangers, where he allowed 3 hits, 1 home run, 1 run in 4.2 innings of work in that one lone start against the Rangers. Did rack up 6 Ks in those 4.2 innings. And this lefty, now last year, looking at his metrics, he did not walk anybody, low barrel rate, hard hit rate, and a ground ball pitcher through and through, which is something that is great in a park like Wrigley Field when if the wind is not blowing in, could be beneficial to hitters. And looking at the Padres' splits against lefties, 20th in WRC plus, which is not great, 8th in isolated power, which is solid, but they are 28th in batting average, meaning that they do have some players who have some pop, but they're not making a ton of contact. However, as we know, this past weekend, the Padres added Luis Arraez to their lineup, and that is a great add for them for a ton of reasons. He'll bring up that batting average, and he's actually 3 for 6 against Justin Steele in his career. Looking at some of the pitcher-hitter splits, courtesy of the free Gold Sheet stat sheet on WagerTalk.com, Darvish and Justin Steele both have great opposing numbers against each team's opposing roster. So considering the wind is blowing in, we have 2 pitchers who have done well against these teams so far, and 2 offenses that have been a little lackluster at times so far this season. Best bet for this one is under 7.5, and we will lay that juice there. I'm Eric Ploy from the Gold Sheet. Like and subscribe. See you guys next time.